Over the course of 10 days, 5 major breaking news events unfolded before the Cronkite London team's eyes. Just days after a controversial snap election, I witnessed firsthand the aftermath of that political chaos, a devastating fire, the reopening of Britain's oldest public market, a retributional terror attack, and the celebration of the Queen's birthday. Those events testing and strengthening the will and spirit of the United Kingdom. This is Cronkite London. Despite already holding a solid majority in Parliament, Prime Minister Theresa May called a general election to try and gain more seats in order to complete the UK's exit from the European Union, appropriately dubbed Brexit. Instead of a sweeping victory, May's Conservative Party lost seats but still clung to a slim majority, causing her to make a deal with the ultra-conservative Democratic Unionist Party from Northern Ireland. 6 days after the results of the election began to sink in, the Prime Minister surveyed the damage and met with survivors of a tragic tower block fire. The social housing complex in West London caught fire late Tuesday night, June the 13th, and was nearly completely burnt down, causing the death of at least 80 people and the displacement of many more, according to authorities. Theresa May's visit to the wreckage came after Queen Elizabeth had already been there, causing criticism from the press and the public, which sparked several protests throughout the week as Labour Party supporters showed their discontent for the Prime Minister and her party's handling of the tragedy. London Mayor Sadiq Khan showed his remorse for the victims the following morning.
100 paramedics, more than 100 police officers doing their best to deal with what is a major fire. Horrific scenes that we've seen. We're trying our best to make sure we can rescue as many residents of the tower block as we possibly can.
That same morning, the mayor was also attending the reopening of the historic Borough Market Wednesday, June the 14th, 11 days after a deadly terror attack there. The massive showing of support drew the attention of media mogul Rupert Murdoch and the mayor, who both encouraged pedestrians to stop by and show their support for the businesses.
Well, there are mixed feelings today, of course. We're still remembering all those affected by the horrific terror attack 10 days ago, but this market's been closed, most of it, 10 days now. The independent traders have lost business, they've lost trade, they've lost the produce that rotted and went off 10 days ago. They fully reopened today. It's a source of pride to me that Borough Market, the oldest market in the country, has reopened. My message to your viewers is come and shop, come and spend your money here at the Borough Market. You'll leave with great produce. The traders here will make good business. It's a win-win. What better way to show our resilience and to show the world we're not going to be cowed by terrorists.
As the London community was finally beginning to heal from the horrific attack at Borough Market, one angry Welshman took it upon himself to seek justice for the lives lost by ramming his van into a group of Muslim worshippers as they left the Finsbury Park Mosque early Monday morning, June the 19th. Police arrived on scene after reports of the attack broke out on Twitter. Locals detained the man, who was described as, quote, drunk and vile. He was arrested and is now awaiting justice. Earlier that weekend, the country also celebrated the Queen's 91st birthday with the Trooping of the Colour on Saturday, June 17th. Complete with a military parade and an up-close look at the monarch herself. The trooping has celebrated the monarch's birthday since 1748, but the tradition has roots as far back as the 17th century. But for a queen who has reigned for decades and led her country through countless conflicts, the uncharted waters that are to come don't seem to be a cause for alarm. Instead, the United Kingdom looks to her for guidance and as a symbol of strength in these difficult times. The British press was on high alert the entire week. Entities such as CNN London, Al Jazeera, and Reuters were working hard to keep up with all the facts. Deputy editor of The Economist, Tom Standage, put it best, quote, "It's a horrible time to be a human being, but it's a great time to be a journalist because of all the uncertainty." By the time my experience in London had ended, 5 major stories later, the British will was definitely tested, but their spirit was not broken despite the uncertainty that lay ahead.
For Cronkite News in London, England, I'm Austin Bundy.